Okay, so to kickstart our event, we have a small speech from Bhavya Shah. Bhavya has recently graduated from the Queen Mary University of London in computer science and will soon be working with the civil service as a software engineer. Bhavya is currently one of the National General Secretaries of NHSF UK and the former president of NHSF Queen Mary Hindu Society.
Namaste. Thank you for that introduction, Karishma. And namaste and welcome to all of you on this call today. It's great seeing so many people attend Jagruti 2021 throughout the day on this session too. And it feels different. I'm not sure about you guys, but when I think about Jagruti, it's normally hopping from mandir to mandir across the country, dressing up in Indian wear, having food, singing bhajans. Of course, we have a staple Hanumanji with us, traveling with us to all the mandirs. And then, it feels vibrant, it feels energetic. You can feel the presence of everyone. And today has been different. Of course, the pandemic over the past year has been disrupting our events. We've had to take Jagruti virtual. But despite this, I can definitely say from the sessions I've attended today, the energy, the atmosphere has been there. And that's because of all of you today. Today has truly epitomized the word Jagruti. Jagruti literally means to be awakened. And through our sessions today, that has been happening. We started today with channeling our inner yogi, where Sushil, a former National Committee member and NHSF member, came in and took us through meditation and yogic practices. We had Indian Raga come in and help us depict how Hindu Dharma help us understand how Hindu Dharma can be depicted through dance. We had Sanskrit Bharati come in and introduce Sanskrit as a language that we should be able to speak and revive. I'm not too good at it, and that's something I'm going to practice on definitely. And those who are in the session, you'll know what I'm talking about. For our children, we had the JJs come in and lead a wonderful storytelling session on Holi and Holika. Our Hindu Society committee members led fantastic sessions on exactly how can you apply Dharma in different scenarios. And very interesting scenarios we had as well. The quiz and the Kahoot quiz of Kaun Banega Pandit, and understanding, developing and testing our knowledge throughout today in a fun manner. And just now, the sessions before, we had Ready, Steady, Cook, where Niti ji, Raju had a fascinating discussion on Ayurveda and actually how we can incorporate Ayurveda in our everyday life, and obviously a wonderful recipe as well that I'll be sure to try out today or tomorrow. And again, our committee members lead in a session and the importance of two women and their stories as saints and their contributions, and wonderfully led that was. And today, of course, we're all gathered for our final and finale Bhajan night. And we have so many workshop sessions throughout today. It's always hard to forget, or sometimes it's easy to forget, and hard to remember actually what ties them all together. They weren't picked out at random. They were carefully planned and curated. And the thing that connects all of them together is the Char Yogs. The principle of the Char Yogs: Karma, Bhakti, Gyan, and Raj. And today we've been experiencing and learning and embracing all of these throughout these various sessions, with us knowing or maybe unknowing, who knows. And actually, I want to take some time to thank everyone here today. The past year has been tough. We've had to take sessions online. We've had to take our Hindu societies online. But thank you to all of our guest speakers here today, making today come alive, making today's event, Jagruti 2021, be amazing, be fantastic. To our Hindu Society members for planning, leading sessions today. Not easy at all, but they've done fantastic and brilliant. To our National Committee members who've been working behind the scenes tirelessly to make sure that Jagruti 2021, despite it being virtual, embraces the word Jagruti. but also to our Samaj members, to our parents, to our community leaders who continuously support us year in, year out. So we as students can practice our identity, practice our dharma at university. To all of our well-wishers, sponsors, and donors, we thank you. This year has been tough, but because of you, we have been able to consistently deliver great events, engaging events, and always grow and outperform ourselves. For those who would like to contribute, you can head over to nhsf.org.uk/support us. I believe the link will also be shared. Every contribution helps us and really pushes us to deliver more, whether that be contributing every month, whether that be sponsoring one of our events, or just a one-off donor. I cannot express my gratitude enough to all of you. And today has taught me an important lesson, and the message I want to leave you all with today as well, is that throughout these sessions, throughout the Jaryos, throughout this event today, it has truly shown the power of our dharma. How versatile it is, how plural it is. And most importantly, we don't have to go to the mandir, we don't have to go to the derasa, we don't have to go to Gurdwara to practice our dharma, to live our dharma. We can truly bring the mandir at home. We can practice dharma every day. We can teach dharma. And despite us being not physically together, we can still stay connected. And that is an important tool to have. And all of us, whether we're at university, we're still working, we're ambassadors of this dharma. We hold the power that this dharma can bring. And it's our duty to learn, to live, and to showcase this to everyone else. Namaste, and I hope you enjoy tonight's finale event.
Thank you for that, Bhavya. That was wonderful. Without further ado, let's begin our event with Mohit Mistry. Mohit is in his 4th year studying forensic science at NTU. He is also the Sanskar coordinator and chapter buddy for Lincoln, Leeds, and Hull. He'll be starting this auspicious occasion by lighting a divo while reciting a Deep mantra, followed by a Rudra Abhishek or Shiv Puja.
Sorry guys for that. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, sorry about that. Om Shubham Karoti Kalyanam Arogyam Dhana Sampada Shatru Buddhim Vinashaya Deepajyotir Namosude Om Viganeshwaraya Varadaya Suryapriyaya Lambodharaya Sakalaya Jagathitaya Nagananaya Shrudhyana Vibhushitaya Gauri Sudaya Gananatha Namo Namaste Ganapati Gajanan Maharaj Ki Jai Om Vande Devayumapatim Suragurum Vande Jagat Karanam Vande Pannagabhu Bhushanam Mrugadharam Vande Pashunam Padim Vande Surya Shashankavan Hinayanam Vande Mukunda Priyam Vande Bhakta Janashrayancha Varadam Vande Shivam Shankaram Vande Shivam Shankaram. We're going to do the Rudra Abhishek with the Manas Puja, written by Adi Shankaracharya. The words are on the PowerPoint, but if it's a bit too hard, if you can say the Panchakshar mantra, which is Om Namaha Shivaya. If you can follow me whilst I do Rudra Abhishek. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Ratnae Kalpita Masanam Himajale Snanam Chade Vyambaram Nanaratna Vibhushitam Mrugamada Modangidam Chandanam Jati Champaka Bilvapatra Rachitam Pushpam Chadupam Tatha Deepam Devadayanide Pashupataye Ratkalpidam Gruyadam Savarne Navaratna Khanda Rachite Patre Grutam Payasam Bhakshyam Panchavedam Payo Dadiyuta Rambha Phalam Panakam Shakhana Mayotam Jalam Ruchikaram Karpura Khando Jwalam Tambulam Manasa Maya Verachitam Bhakta Prabhu Sri Guru Chhatram Chamara Yoryugam Vyajanakam Chadarshakam Nirmalam Veena-bhaya-mridangaka lakhala Gitanjandrodyam tadha Sashangam pranati sutir-bahuvidha Yetasya sammaya Sankalpena samarpitam tava vibho Pujam gruhana prabhu Atma tvam girijamati sahachara Prana shariram gruham Pujate vishayopaboga rachana Nidra samadhisthiti Sanchara pada yo pradakshina vidhi Stotrani sarvagiro Yadyat karma karomi thadadagilam Shambho tavaradhanam Shambho tavaradhanam Karacharana krudam vakayajam karma Padamajam va Shravanayana va Manasam va Paradam Vedam Vedam va Sarvameta Shamasva Jaya Jaya Karunabde Shri Mahadeva Shambho Iti Srimad Shankaracharya Virijitam Shri Shivamanas Puja Samaptam. Just to end up the Shiv Puja, we're going to do Mrityunjaya Mantra, Maha Mantra. Just one of them. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkameva Bandhana Mrityormoksheya Mamrudat. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you for that wonderful Shiv Puja, Mohit. I can feel the positive energy already. I don't know about you guys. Next, we have Yashoda, who's in her 3rd year studying theoretical physics and is currently the Samskar coordinator for Leeds. She will be reciting the Panchakshara Stotram and will also shed a light into the stages of bhakti.
Nagendraharaya Trilochanaya Basmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Mandakini Salila Chandana Charchitaya Nandishwara Pramadhanata Maheshwaraya Mandara Pushpa Bahupushpa Supujitaya Tasmai Makaraya Namah Shivaya Shivaya Gauri Vadanabja Vrinda Suryaya Daksha Dvaranashakaya Srinilakantaya Vrishadvajaya Tasmai Shikaraya Namah Shivaya Vasishta Kumbhodbhava Gautamarya Munindra Deva Chita Shikaraya Chandrarka Vaishwanara Lochanaya Tasmai Vakaraya Namah Shivaya Yajñasvarupaya Jatadaraya Vinakahastaya Sanatanaya Divyaya Devaya Digambaraya Tasmai Yakaraya Namah Shivaya Panchaksharamidam Punyam Yavpade Shivasannidam Shivalokam Shivena Sahamodate. So we'll be quickly talking about the 9 stages of bhakti. This is a framework that is given by Rupa Goswami, who is a proponent of the Vaishnava tradition. This is not, of course, the only framework, but this is the one that is most popularized. So we start with the first stage. The first stage is Shraddha. Shraddha is when you have conviction or sincerity. So this is the first time when a person realizes that the spiritual way of life is far superior to the material way of life. And they come to this because they have realized that the world is full of suffering. This is the stage that starts off the rest of the stages, because many people don't even reach that stage. A lot of the time people are in denial, or they don't see the urgency or the necessity of spiritual life, because they start and they think, even if they decide that, oh, spiritual life is important, they always start with, oh, I'm busy, this is not practical, this is not my thing, I'm in university, I'll finish that and then I'll take it seriously. I'm in my first job, so this is important, I'm busy, I have to look after my family, I'm now worried about my grandchildren, I'm worried about my health, I have this, I have that. And they're so constantly engaged by sense gratification that they don't even want to come to spiritual life in the first place. But when a person finally gets this shraddha, this conviction, they start to look for sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha is the association with pure devotees. So they find other bhaktas. In this process, they may even find a guru, which they who will help them in this process. So they have this sadhu sangha, and they're associating with these devotees, and they start to think like them, act like them. And through this, they get to the third stage of bhakti. The third stage is bhajana kriya. So this is the performance of devotional service to Ishvara. So in this stage, they also start to regulate their behavior. They start to follow the regulative principles. And once they start to do this, they start to see some changes in themselves. And that's when they come to the fourth stage. So once they have regulated themselves, they come to anartha nivritti. So they start to discard their material attachments. And through this, they also discard some unwanted habits. If they had any vices previously, those also get discarded. And from that, they go to the fifth stage. The fifth stage is when firm faith comes to the person. So the fifth stage is nishtha. They become steady. At this stage, the bhakti becomes integrated into this person's very character, and they are steady. And once they get this steadiness, they get ruchi. So they have taste. So before they did bhajana kriya, but now they want to do it. They're not bored by it. They don't become lazy with it, none of that. They have real taste for it. And once this taste develops, they have ashakti, attachment. They have attachment to Bhagavan. And they become fully absorbed in bhakti. And once this attachment starts to build up and consolidate, they get bhava. Bhava is a habitual loving tendency. So at this stage, what happens is their bhakti starts to shape up. It takes a certain form, and it starts to have a certain flavor. And once they come to terms with this flavor and they start experiencing it and they keep moving forward in this, they reach the final stage, which is prema. Prema is pure, unconditional, unalloyed love for Bhagavan. But in the eighth stage, when they start to have these, when their bhakti starts to shape up in a certain way, when it takes a certain form or a certain flavor, this is called rasa. So these are categorized in 5 ways. So first we have the shanta rasa. The shanta rasa is a neutral one. So they neither think of Bhagavan as greater than them, equal to them, or it's a very neutral stage, neutral rasa, sorry. And the second is dasya. Dasya is servitude. So they think of God as being great and being a humble servant. Third is sakya. Sakya is friendship. They see Bhagavan as equal to them and they have a friendly relationship. Vatsalya, which is parenthood, where they have a protective kind of love towards Bhagavan. And the last is madhurya, which is conjugal love. But if you want to take away something from all of this, it's just to focus on the first 3 stages, because we often tend to overestimate where we are. So to just focus on our shraddha, sadhu sangha, and bhajana kriya is the way to go. With that, I think I will pass it back on to Karishma. Namaste.
Thank you for that beautiful stotra, Yashoda, and for providing an insight into the levels of bhakti. I know that I'll be keeping this in mind the next time I listen to bhajans. Next, we have Janki, who studies banking and finance at City Uni, who will be singing the bhajan Ghatma Girdhari.
Thank you, Karishma. Namaste, everyone. Krishna Kanaya Lal Ki Jai. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Rudhiye vasere pran. Pyaro vallabh prabhu cheto nathi re. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Manma gokuliyo ne manma vanravan. Manma gokuliyo ne manma vanravan. Manma yamna jino aro vallabh prabhu cheto nathi re. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Lipyu gopyu re maru antarnu anganu. Lipyu gopyu re maru antarnu anganu. Anganiye tullasino kyaro vallabh prabhu cheto nathi re. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Shama salono mara neno mara heto. Shama salono mara neno mara heto. Rag rag mara manaro pyaro vallabh prabhu cheto nathi re. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Shri ji no rang mare Vaishnav no sang re. Shri ji no rang mare Vaishnav no sang re. Bhav bhav no satvaro pyaro vallabh prabhu cheto nathi re. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Rudhiye vasere pran pyaro vallabh prabhu cheto nathi re. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Ghatma Girdhari ne manma murari. Krishna Kanaya Lal Ki Jai.
Thank you for sharing this lovely bhajan with us, Janki. Now it's time for our surprise guest singer, Bhavik Hariyaji. Bhavik ji is a London-based singer known for his mellifluous and powerful voice, projected through bhajans, ghazals, and even Bollywood songs, with equal love, passion, and utmost devotion. Although Bhavik ji isn't able to be here with us today, he has kindly sent us a recording of bhajans he performed on Mahashivratri. I hope you all enjoy.
शंभो तारा रे नाम नो जाप जप रे शंभो तारा रे नाम नो एक तमारो साथ आज पधारो ना घोड़ा रे शिव जी मारे मंदिरिए आज पधारो ना लीलीना पातरा तने चढ़ावो ये धरो तारु ध्यान लीलीना पातरा तने चढ़ावो ये धरो तारु ध्यान आरती रे मारी अंतर धरा जो आरती रे मारी अंतर धरा जो ओरे मोड़ा भगवान एक तमारो साथ आज पधारो ना घोड़ा रे शिव जी मारे मंदिरिए आज पधारो ना घोड़ा रे शिव जी मारे मंदिरिए आज पधारो ना ओरे भोड़ा शिव जी ओरे भोड़ा शंभो ओरे भोड़ा शिव जी ओरे भोड़ा शंभो एक तमारो साथ घोड़ा रे शिव जी मारे मंदिरिए आज पधारो ना मारे मंदिरिए आज पधारो ना मारे मंदिरिए आज पधारो ना
Wow, wasn't that amazing? Thank you, Bhavik for sending us this beautiful bhajan. It truly is special. And I'm sure, like me, you must have all been swaying side to side with the melody. Next, we have Ekta, who is a second-year medical student and the president for NHSF Sheffield, who will be singing a wonderful Ram bhajan, Ram Tum Bade Dayalu Ho.
Thanks, Karishma. Yeah, like Karishma mentioned, I will be singing a Ram bhajan. If you do know the lyrics, feel free to join in. राम तुम बड़े दयालु हो राम तुम बड़े दयालु हो नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु हो नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु हो और ना कोई हमारा है और ना कोई हमारा है मुझे एक तेरा सहारा है मुझे एक तेरा सहारा है कि नैया डोल रही मेरी कि नैया डोल रही मेरी हरि जी अब करो न तुम देरी राम तुम बड़े दयालु राम तुम बड़े दयालु नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु तेरा यश गाया वेदों ने तेरा यश गाया वेदों ने पार नहीं पाया वेदों ने पार नहीं पाया वेदों ने नेति नेति गाया वेदों ने नेति नेति गाया वेदों ने राम तुम बड़े दयालु हो राम तुम बड़े दयालु हो नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु हो नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु हो भले हैं बुरे हैं तेरे हैं, भले हैं बुरे हैं तेरे हैं, तेरी माया के घेरे हैं, तेरी माया के घेरे हैं। फिर भी हम बालक तेरे हैं, फिर भी हम बालक तेरे हैं। राम तुम बड़े दयालु हो, राम तुम बड़े दयालु हो, नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु हो, नाथ तुम बड़े दयालु हो। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, 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 श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। बोलो रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Namaste.
Thank you for sharing that beautiful bhajanik. That was really, really well done. Just another reminder that we are still taking requests for singing the bhajan after the arati, so please message in the chat. Next, we have Sagar Mehta, who is a trainee solicitor at Knockout Solicitors, NHSF alumni, and current marketing lead for Youth for Seva, who will be reciting the Hanuman Chalisa for us.
Namaste everyone, thank you for having me here today. I'm sure many of us know the Hanuman Chalisa, so please do feel free to sing along.
राम मिलाए सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरी मुख माई जल दिलांदी गय चर जनाई दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिन बेसारे सब सुख है तुम्हारी शरण तुम रक्षक कहो डरना आप तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जुलावे सफर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा हे प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता असुर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा हो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम गोपाल जन्मो जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंतकाल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कराई और देवता चित न धरे हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करे संकट कटे मिले सब मीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की जो सत बार पाठ कर होई जो कही बंदी मानस जो या पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा कीजे नाथ हृदय महादेव पवन तनय संकट हरनो मंगल मूर्ति रूप सियारा राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो सुरभूप सियारा बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय।
Thank you so much for that, Sagar. That was wonderful. Next, we have Gormal, who is in her second year studying economics and the Sanskar coordinator for NHSF Birmingham, who will be leading us in the Arti. So feel free to sing along with her.
Namaste. We'll start with the Guru Mantra. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Jai Jagdish Hare Swami Jai Jagdish Hare
भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख बिन से मन का। स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहूँ मैं किसके। स्वामी शरण गहूँ मैं किसके। तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आस करूँ मैं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी। स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता। स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं मूरख खल कामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरतार। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति। स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विधि मिलो दयामय, किस विधि मिलो दयामय, तुमको मैं कुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, ठाकुर तुम मेरे। स्वामी रक्षक तुम मेरे। अपने हाथ उठाओ, अपने शरण लगाओ, बार पड़ा तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारं संसार सारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
Wow, that was absolutely incredible. Thank you for that, Gormal. Before we move on to the next person, I'd like to kindly ask you all to keep putting your requests for bhajans through. We can't wait to hear them. Next, we have Kumar, who studies biology at UCL and is the National Sanskar Coordinator for NHSF UK, who will lead us in the Shanti Mantra.
Thank you, Krishna. Om Tyaho Shantirantariksagam Shanti Prithvi Shantirapa Shantiraushadhayah Shantirvanaspatayah Shantirvishvedeva Shantirbrahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi Om Shanti 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 Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Mritangamaya Om Puranamadaha Puranamidam Puranat Puranamudachyate Puranasya Puranamadaya Puranameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om.
Thank you for that, Kumar. That was absolutely wonderful. So, to conclude the evening before opening the floor to you all, we now have another rendition of the Hanuman Chalisa by Imperial Hindu Society Secretary Shivam Patel and his cousin Dipesh Patel with his wife Jagruti Patel. As you all know, the Hanuman Chalisa is an ode to devotion to Lord Hanuman.
कि 15 वर्ष નું પાહતોત્સવ સફળ બને. 15 વર્ષ નું પાહતોત્સવ સફળ બને. આ પણ કરીએ છીએ. ओम श्री गणपति गजानन महाराज की जय. श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री सरस्वती मात की जय. मंगल मूर्ति मारुतनंद सकल अमंगल पूर्ण निकंद. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि. वरनौ रघुवर विमल जसो जो दायक फलचारि. बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार. बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार. सियावर रामचंद्र पद जय शरणं. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर. जय कपीश तिनु लोक उजागर. रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा. अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा. महावीर वीर
चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संहारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस्र वदन तुमरो यश गावे हस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहीसा यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीना राम मिलाए राजपद दीना तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर वै सब जग जाना दूत सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु
Thank you for sharing this with us, Shivam. This was really nice. Now it's the time we've all been waiting for the spotlight to now be on you all. So the first person we have is Rima Kutecha from our audience singing Mukti Male Ke Na Male.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Thank you for this opportunity for allowing me to perform this evening. I'm going to be singing the bhajan Mukti Mare Ke Na Mare. Please feel free to join in if you know the bhajan. Shri Krishna Kanhaiya Lal Ki Jai. Mukti mare ke na mare, mare bhakti tamari karvi છે. Mukti mare ke na mare, mare bhakti tamari karvi છે. મેવા મળે કે ના મળે, મારે સેવા તમારી કરવી છે. મેવા મળે કે ના મળે, મારે સેવા તમારી કરવી છે. મારો કંઠ મધુરો ના હોય ભલે, મારો સૂર બેસુરો હોય ભલે. મારો કંઠ મધુરો ના હોય ભલે, મારો સૂર બેસુરો હોય ભલે. શબ્દો મળે કે ના મળે, મારે કવિતા તમારી કરવી છે. મુક્તિ મરે કે ના મરે, મારે ભક્તિ તમારી કરવી છે. મુક્તિ મળે કે ના મળે, મારે ભક્તિ તમારી કરવી છે. આવે જીવનમાં તરકા છાયા ન પાયા, દુઃખનો ન જ્યારે પડે પડછાયા. આવે જીવનમાં તરકા છાયા ન પાયા, ને દુઃખડા ન જ્યારે પડે પછાયા. કાયા રહે કે ના રહે, મારે માયા તમારી કરવી છે. મુક્તિ મળે કે ના મળે, મારે ભક્તિ તમારી કરવી છે. મુક્તિ મળે કે ના મળે, મારે ભક્તિ તમારી કરવી છે. હું પંથ તમારું છોડું નહીં, ને દૂર દૂર ક્યારે દોડું નહીં. હું પંથ તમારું છોડું નહીં, ને દૂર દૂર ક્યારે દોડું નહીં. પુણ્ય મળે કે ના મળે, મારે પૂજા તમારી કરવી છે. મુક્તિ મળે કે ના મળે, મારે ભક્તિ તમારી કરવી છે. મેવા મળે કે ના મળે, મારી સેવા તમારી કરવી છે. મુક્તિ મળે કે ના મળે, મારે ભક્તિ તમારી કરવી છે. મારે સેવા તમારી કરવી છે. મારે ભક્તિ તમારી કરવી છે. શ્રી કૃષ્ણ કનૈયા લાલ કી જય. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Rima. That was wonderful. Next, we have Karan Shah singing Raghupati Raghav Rajaram.
Namaste everyone. Can everyone hear me? Awesome. Okay, so yeah, Raghupati Raghav is one of my favorite bhajans, which I learned from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. But then after that, I've been singing it with my family very often. So yeah. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sitaram Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sitaram 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 Bhaj Pyare Man Sitaram 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 भज प्यारे मन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम ईश्वर हल्ला तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान ईश्वर हल्ला तेरो नाम सबको सन्मति दे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम मुख में तुलसी घट में नाम जब बोलो तब सीताराम मुख में तुलसी घट में राम जब बोलो तब सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम हाथों से करो घर का काम मुख से बोलो सीता राम हाथों से करो घर का काम मुख से बोलो सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम कौशलिया का वाला राम दशरथ जी का प्यारा राम कौशलिया का वाला राम दशरथ जी का प्यारा राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम बंसी वाला है घनश्याम धनुष्यधारी सीताराम बंसी वाला है घनश्याम धनुष्यधारी सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय श्री कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय
Thank you for that, Garan. I couldn't help myself but sing along with you. That was wonderful. So, to wrap it up, we have Arman Kushal, who will be singing Itna To Karna Swami.
Namaste, everyone. This bhajan simply means, when it comes to the time of death, let me simply remember the name of Lord Krishna. इतना तो करना स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले गोविंद नाम ले प्राण तन से निकले। श्री गंगा जी का तट हो, यमुना का वंशीवत हो, मेरा सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। पीताम्बरी कसी हो, छवि मन में ये बसी हो तो पे कुछ हंसी हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। उस वक्त जल्दी आना, नहीं शाम भूल जाना, राधे को साथ लाना, जब प्राण तन से निकले। एक भक्त की है अर्जी, खुद गर्ज की है गर्जी, आगे तुम्हारी मर्जी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब कंत प्राण आए, कोई रोक ना सताए। जब कंत प्राण आए, कोई रोक ना सताए। यम धरस ना दिखाए, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर, अब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण तन से निकले। बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। Thank you.
Thank you, Armand. I could see the pure devotion and bhakti within your voice. It was truly wonderful. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this evening of bhakti and bhajans. Jagruti 2021 would not have been the same without you all, and we hope you've had many takeaways from the various sessions that took place today. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you at future events. Namaste.